Did you ever think when you were here that you'd be one day considered an SEC legend?
My mom believed it. My grandmother believed it, but as far as being a legend, nah. I came in wanting to make a mark like I did in high school, and I felt I was carrying my whole city on my back. So, through all the trials and tribulations growing up, to be sitting right here is a great achievement.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, this year at the SEC tournament, you're going to be the Tennessee SEC legend.
Right.
And going back to your hometown.
Yeah.
That's got to be special. I'm sure it's going to be special for your family and them to be
is.
there. And but what I think is really special is now, years gone by after your professional career, you're back in school.
Right.
And I know that's difficult.
Right.
But you're doing it.
Yeah, it is.
Speak to that.
It is. I think, being 13 years removed from it and then going back to school, it's a little more difficult because of the technology and Blackboard and all these things. When I was in school, we had pen and pad. My first day of class, I walked in, pulled out a pen and pad, and kids were looking at me and laughing. So the next couple of days, I got my brother give me a computer. I came back tech savvy, and I was ready. So the terminology and everything is a little different, but I'm coming along, and that's the most important thing. Kids today, they get highlights and things like that and forget when you get to school what it was all about, doing something to prepare yourself for the future. And that is with education.
You had a great professional career, but I want to know about the mindset that when you were done playing, what made you decide, you know what, I've got to go back and get my degree?
I came up with a thing when the cheering stops, and when all the cheering stops, the hoopla's over, the accolades are over, what do you have to fall back on? You usually have your support system, or you make your support system. And the base of mine has always been religion, being God, and education. So without that being complete, I had to come back and complete it.
Think back when you were younger and what our players are going through today. How do you get a guy today, like our guys on our team right now, to think down the road? Because I'm sure you have a different mindset today than you did. How would you do that?
I think you have to take a step back. It's hard as a kid or a young adult, hard to take a step back and look at it. But I think you also look at documentaries about when people blow money. You see guys that 1, 2 years out of the league and these developmental leagues and playing overseas. It's not for everybody. You have to take a step back, look at it, and know that the situations that you're put in now will likely open up doors of opportunity with the people that you meet. And that's here at school. And so with that word being in it itself, school, you got to take advantage of it.
Legend is that you love playing to the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that.
It started in high school. I really didn't know too much about basketball. I was just out there, and then when I was able to dunk, I saw the reaction of the crowd, and I figured you can control the crowd like this. So that's where my legend started to grow.
Did you ever feel like you were getting to the other team?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
Without a doubt. No, that was one of the main focuses. We had our game plan, and then I had a personal game plan also, because a lot of these people we were playing against I grew up with.
I heard about an altercation in Hawaii about a pizza. I'd like for you to tell me about it.
Yeah, we were playing George Washington. It was a little scuffle during the game. We went on and blew them out, and so we're coming into the hospitality room, and there was one pizza left. Big guy, about 6'10", 290, tried to grab the pizza. Charles Hathaway, about 6'10", 290. So they went head-to-head with the pizza, and all I know, the next thing was Charles Hathaway had a table, a fold-up table, picked up over his head, ready to go to war, and the pizza drove us to that. I guess it was hunger.
Well, who ended up with the pizza?
Oh, we got the pizza.
Okay.
Yeah. I gave all my all for Tennessee that day.
How about your professional career? As you look back at that, what would you say are the best memories?
Playing in Italy. I played 8 years there. So playing in Italy, that crowd was more so like a college crowd. It wasn't like a couple of other countries. Like Spain and Italy, the crowd really gets into it, shooting flares, this, that, and the other. And there's a lot of tradition that rides with those teams, built up over the years. And that's the same thing as college ball, with the University of Tennessee. The fans follow and, they take it to heart when you win or lose. And that was the same thing over there. So that fed me, to keep going.
Yeah. We've got a young freshman this year that got hurt 10 games into the season, John Fulkerson. You tore your ACL your junior year.
Right.
What advice would you give him right now?
You kind of got to make up things, you know, getting left off of my own going into my senior year. I was left off all SEC and things like that. And I just want to come back bigger and stronger and show them that an injury cannot stop me. It's the only thing that's going to fire me up a little bit more, and that's what it did. You know, you got to find things, little nitpick things, and get that to get you going.
If you had to pick one highlight in college, what would it be?
Beating Syracuse, at Syracuse. NCAA, Sweet 16, all that was good, but nobody had picked us to beat Syracuse in the Carrier Dome.
You had to play them in the Sweet 16 in the Carrier Dome?
No, we played North Carolina in the Sweet 16, lost to them. But we
Yeah.
played Syracuse. It was a regular season game coming off the, I think, the coaches versus council game. And played those guys up there, and that was my pretty much coming out party.
What about professionally, who would you say is the best player you played against?
Professionally, probably Porzingis. Probably Porzingis. I got to catch him my last year playing professionally, and he was a young guy. He was supposed to leave and go to the league the year before, but didn't, and he came back. And this guy was every bit of 7'2". And me, I'm trying to punk him, hit him in his ribs, and that was the first European that I played against that didn't take it. You know, he didn't say anything, but he didn't back down at all, and he's a real deal.
So when you end up with your degree, what's next for Ron Slay?
I kind of leave that up to you.
You want to coach?
There you go.
You want to coach college, high school, professional? If you had,
I would prefer college.
You got to tell me why.
I would prefer college because you have 4 years to develop a young man. High school.
Well, some teams wouldn't have that.
Right,
you know?
right. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But you have the opportunity to keep the guy more than 1 year. You know, guys transferring in high school, and then also a lot of high school kids think they know a lot. You know, and they really don't know anything. And then pros.
Would you say that about Ron Slay when he was a high school kid? He thought he knew a lot, but he didn't know anything?
No,
is that what
Ron
you're saying?
Slay didn't know anything.
Okay.
Ron Slay didn't know anything. I had some great coaches. Coach Smith at Oak Hill, he changed my whole mind state, my whole work ethic and everything, and that kind of molded me into letting me know it's some bigger things out here than just
When you were at Oak Hill, did you get into cow tipping?
Nah, Coach
You know
Smith,
about it.
I do
know about it.
I do know about it.
You believe in it?
Yeah, I believe in it.
You believe it,
without
huh?
a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt.
I've
In
made
Galax.
Oh yeah, I made a lot of trips up to Oak Hill.
Yeah.
If that's not the end of the world, you can see it from there.
Right. I
You know?
promise you.
So
can.
what did you do up there the whole time?
Man, I went up there. I started in summer school, so I got a little head start, but I had to go to class 6 days a week in order to get my GPA up to where it was going to be good enough to with my ACT score to get into college. So I did that, and the rest was all play basketball.
So you're up there during the summer?
Yeah.
What, with you and about 5 other people?
No, just me.
Really?
Me.
Oh my goodness.
That was it. We probably had about 6 other students that were doing summer school, but I missed ABCD tournament, Nike tournament, everything. But it all turned out good though. So.
Well, one thing for certain, it's going to be a great day for you at
Right.
the SEC tournament, and family will be there, friends, and we're proud of you here. And I'm really, really proud of the fact that you've come back to school and you're
that.
going to set a great standard for generations of the Slade family going forward. So thanks for doing this for us, and go Vols.
All day.
All right.
Yeah.